So third live of the day, hello and a very good afternoon. It is now afternoon. We're here at Expo 2020 Dubai on the very first day. We've moved districts. This is the Opportunity District. No, we don't know where we're going. It's been a long day. So on my left, we have the extraordinary Opportunity Pavilion, Mission Impossible. Haven't seen Tom Cruise yet, on the search. And over on my right, and this is well promised because lots of people were messaging on our previous videos, it is the absolutely extraordinary Pakistan Pavilion. I would say they've properly knocked it out of the park. I mean, look at that. I like the fact that I inadvertently used a cricket pavilion, a cricket analogy there. The colours are just breathtaking. It's another sort of kaleidoscope effect. I have a feeling it looks like it's slightly, do they move, do you think? Anyway, we're going to go in, we're going to take you indoors, just like you're here in person, and we're going to explore it. Fascinating building next door as well. You've got Lebanon on this side. The Lebanese building I actually know quite a bit about. It's actually quite simple, the Lebanese Pavilion. They've decided, obviously, because they're having real problems in the country itself, it's a very there isn't a great deal of money for something like a pavilion. So they've decided to focus on the people's creativity and the sort of energy and richness of the culture and the people in Lebanon's pavilion. Pakistan's pavilion, don't know a great deal about, so let's head on in. Look at these shimmering colours.
Let's talk about a little bit about the facade, like these triangular mirror cutouts, like, right?
Yeah, I mean, it appears to be, let's get up close and personal this way. It appears to be made out of metal, which is half mirrored and half painted, but the effect is extraordinarily clever, and I bet it looks really, really good at night as well. Again, it is the middle of the day here. It's quite warm on an October day in Dubai at midday, but at night, when I imagine Expo is going to really come alive this month, this will have look at the shimmer there of with the yellow reflecting off onto the pink. It really is a clever, whoever came up with this, let's find out who the architect is, because it's really clever. And it's also going to be a huge relief to pop indoors, because I'm not going to lie, midday in October. Hello there. Thank you very much indeed. Hello. Thank you for having us. The outside is amazing. Yeah, well, it's extraordinary so far. I just saw a sign just there by the door that told us who the architect was. I'm just going to see, does it say who the architect is here?
Can you open the door for a minute, just for the lights? Yeah.
Wow, isn't it extraordinary? No, it's just describing so this door here, that's designed with some Afghan metalworks, which sounds extraordinary. And then as we come in here, we're seeing the pots. Oh, wow. We didn't even notice that. That's extraordinary. Thank you. Beautiful. That's really gorgeous. So almost immediately, you're getting this juxtaposition of the old and the new. Look at that amazing sunshade. And just like in many of the other pavilions, we're first being taken on a journey through the history of the country, which is incredibly useful because it gives you a sense of place and a sense of time before you then move into what is often described as the future in some way, you know, the excitement about the innovations or the creations that each country is coming up with. Look at these figurines are extraordinarily satisfying. Yes, this is clayware of the Indus Valley civilization, all made out of terracotta. My goodness me, my children would have those in a shot. They'd love to snaffle one. Oh my goodness, look. Hello there. How lovely to meet you.
Welcome to the Sheesh Mahal pathway. So this is a pathway where we are showing the Sheesh Mahal. It's a replica of the Sheesh Mahal, which is in Lahore Fort. And it was built by the great Mughal Empire, Shah Jahan, for his wife Mumtaz. And it's a replica of that. We are portraying it here, ma'am.
By Sheesh Mahal, it would be a literal translation.
It's a mirror, yeah.
Mirrored palace,
yeah.
Right?
Fantastic.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much, sir.
Hope you enjoy it anyhow.
Thank you. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. I've not seen this type of mirrored glass before.
Okay,
Just put my microphone back.
have you been to Taj Mahal?
I've never been to the Taj Mahal.
So like the facade of Taj Mahal is like very similar.
It's a similar style to
very
this.
similar style.
It's absolutely stunning. So you've got this feeling that you're entering a new world now. They're very clever in the pavilions. They create this sense of movement and space. Wow, hi there. Good to meet you.
This space represents the heaven of natural wonders in Pakistan. So you can see the beauty of Pakistan, and this boat represents the Mohana tribe that used to live on the seas. This represents where the Arabian Sea meets the Indus Valley on your right screen. And as you can also see the wildlife in Pakistan. These are most of
of Pakistan. So maybe we can ask this lady.
Yes. Hello there. So we were just looking at, we were just discussing the river tribe with the gentleman over there. What's the relevance of these tapestries and clothings here?
Okay, so apparently these.
Thank you.
Oh no, thank you. You're welcome. So these clothes are worn by the Kalash tribe since they live in the mountainous Chitral district. So they have to wear very thick clothes to keep themselves warm. This over here, the long one that's hanging, is called pattu. So these are like, you know how you wear shawls? So
Yeah.
this is the shawl, but it's called pattu.
Pattu.
And these are head scarves, head pieces, worn by men and women both. And these are the dresses worn by women.
And whereabouts is this tribe based? Is this in the north of the country?
Yes, I said it's in Chitral, mountainous district, Chitral.
Chitral.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right, we're going to continue on our journey now. Although I've seen tiny little frozen monkeys and giant ibex, and then gambling brown bears, which I never knew. I never knew lived in Pakistan. Here we go. This is beautiful. A sense of movement from place to place. And at the moment, Expo 2020 is not that busy because people have probably said, oh, we'll give them a few days to settle in. But you can imagine that if there were large crowds of people, hello there, they would gradually move through these spaces. Another extraordinarily large screen. We're getting a sense now, I think, of the religious sites in Pakistan. And extraordinarily old historic sites as well. As I said, it is something of a whistle-stop tour for us, but there's obviously lots of opportunities for people to sit and meditate and learn more about the country. This panelling here is beautiful as well. Examples of ceremonies. Hello there, how are you? Absolutely amazing. A lot of the pavilions have this slightly sort of meditative feel about them. I think it's partly because we're coming in out of the sunshine, but they're cool and calm, like museums. Well, that's until the children discover them. And then you've got, here we go. Oh, we're out again. Oh no, it's we're going to go across a courtyard now, I think. Thank you. My goodness, and then we're out into the light again. And now we're completely in the midst of this extraordinary, sorry, I reached too far. We're right in the midst of this extraordinary kaleidoscope again with these colours shimmering off. It's quite warm as well. But isn't it magnificent? Absolutely gorgeous colours. I'm really enjoying how Expo 2020 is really a feast for all the senses. You know, you go into these pavilions and it's not just about the sights and the sounds. A lot of them are also creating a sort of feeling. So maybe it's of humidity, for example, in the Singaporean pavilion and the Malaysian pavilion. In Brazil, there's a waterfall. You go into a room and there's an entire waterfall. And then a lot of them, mask on. Thank you. And then a lot of the pavilions are also drawing on your sense of smell as well. So there's this sense of this sort of all-encompassing sensory frenzy. Maybe frenzy is a bit much, but you know what I mean, a sort of a really immersive experience. And these enormous screens do a great deal to create that effect. So this definitely feels like the sort of modern, forward-looking trade area of the Pakistan Pavilion. We're moving past pink rock salt. Here we go, salt deposits in the 300-kilometre salt range of the Potohar Plateau in Pakistan, formed around 800 million years ago. The pink rock salt mined from this region contains 84 minerals and is famous for its superior quality and numerous health benefits. There's a very big rock of it behind us here. And then there's an area here which we're not meant to touch. But you can see when they describe it as pink rock salt, they're not joking, it really is. It's very pink. Absolutely stunning, massive blocks of salt. Hello there. You do get a sense of the enthusiasm. Are we going this way now? Thank you.
It's the part of the pavilion.
Say again?
It's the peaceful part of the pavilion.
Brilliant. We're looking forward to it. So here it says the Billion Trees Project, reforesting our precious land. And we're heading down. Wow.
Okay, we're going to pass through the laser
Oh
beams
my
or
goodness.
something.
So like I said, a completely immersive experience. So it feels like you're walking, it's raining, and yet it's the light, it's the lasers. And then you add in the sound effects from the birds, and you really feel like you're walking through a forest. Ooh! Ah! It's steam. So isn't that clever? They've just added the mist and the water vapour. It's really special. We're so lucky to come on this first day when there aren't very many people here, because you're properly having you're properly getting the